My name is James Williams Jr., and this is Kung Fu Avenue number 2. So, the rumors are all over the place on the internet, and I am probably more upset than anyone in the universe right now. I mean, when it comes to dealing with this whole Mass Effect debacle, um, no one's more pissed off than me. No one. I don't give a damn what anybody says. Okay, there may be some people that are just as pissed off as me, but you know, I'm probably the most pissed off because of the fact that, you know, I'm one of the greatest Mass Effect fans, period. And I'm going to explain that, because I came in the game late. You know, I came in the game way late. And I say that because the fact of the matter is that it is true. I came into the game way, way late. Now, you're probably thinking, why did you come into the game so late? Okay, well, initially it was only for the PC and the Xbox. It wasn't for the PlayStation. So when it came to the PlayStation 3. At the time, I had a PlayStation 2, and that was for games like. By the time it came to the PlayStation, the first game that I knew of was Mass Effect 3, and my very first ending was no longer in the game because I never played the first two games and it didn't have the comic book, so I just went right in and played as Shepard, and I killed everybody with the ending I chose. I chose the rare ending, but a lot of shit that I didn't have from the first game, uh, I killed everybody. Period. Without question, without remorse, I killed everyone. And it's not something to be happy about, but I blew up the entire universe. So then I found Mass Effect 2, the special edition, and I bought it, and it came with like all the DLCs and everything into the game, you know. And Mass Effect 2 blew Mass Effect 3 out of water. Within a year of getting Mass Effect 2, they reverse compatible the whole trilogy. So not only am I mad that I spent money on two single games, but now they have all three. Now, this would help me later on because being a vet and having some PTSD, I didn't have any escape. But when I bought the trilogy, I got down to the fact where I could beat the trilogy in 3 damn days. So I would start playing Friday and get through, and I mean everything on Mass Effect 1, and then Mass Effect 2, and then Mass Effect 3. Come Sunday, I done beat the game twice over. Like literally, I have beaten the game that many times. So when Andromeda was being announced, one, I didn't think it would be for the PlayStation 4. I mean 3 or 4, whatever. It wound up being for all systems, which was a good thing. And then, somehow or another, something went horribly wrong. It's like I'm going in the wrong damn direction with this beer. But anyway, as I'm playing Mass Effect Andromeda, and the whole point of this video is that apparently I'm the only Mass Effect Andromeda fan that really gives a damn that they're not going to be any DLCs. Now I don't know what the hell is going to happen on N7 Day, and they have the new Anthem game coming out or what have you. And I'm not going to knock Anthem. I've seen the previews. It looks good. It looks like it might be a game that I might want to check out. But to be honest, I'm highly upset at the bull crap that I have heard on the internet for like 3 videos now. I've heard people talking about no DLC for Mass Effect, and if you want to know what's happening with the Corian arc, I'm going to have to spend money on graphic novels and things that, for the most part, I didn't even know existed, and for the second part, I can't seem to find them in any comic stores or anywhere else for that matter. Now, I'm highly pissed off because, one, I don't know which game I paid for, but I know I paid for it in advance. I don't think it was the deluxe copy because it didn't come with a Nomad and it didn't come with my Pi Jack or anything else. It did supposed to have come with a Pi Jack, but I didn't get a Pi Jack. I got the gold skin, and I got the gold skin, and I got some kind of spacesuit. I've never worn a spacesuit, but I have it. It's like, well, this isn't what I paid for. I paid for that damn Pi Jack because that's the only reason I really wanted it. Because when I was watching all the hype and everything about it coming, I really wanted that damn Pi Jack. So, thinking that I'm gonna get this Pi Jack, I'm gonna pay for my advanced copy, and clearly, I was totally ripped off. And I'm sitting there like, well, and then my PlayStation 4 started fucking up. I mean, it like literally just like started fucking up. And I mean, it fucked up royally. So, being that it fucked up royally, and my feelings was hurt. I was like, because I beat the game twice, and then the damn PlayStation was pretty much like, no, James. It gave me the finger. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, well, why is this not working? Why is this not working? So every time I turned around, the PlayStation just refused to work. So I got it back not too long ago, and it started doing it again. So luckily, PlayStation Plus, and I got this thing resolved for the moment, And I'm gonna say that because when I got it back, it worked like 3 or 4 days, and then it started doing that same you can't save this, that, and whatever, and I still can't save online. So I need to call them and ask them what's going on with that because I can't save my online data for Mass Effect Andromeda, which totally sucks. But also, I didn't get, I didn't get any of the shit that I paid for in advance, and I didn't get any of that. However, I ain't complaining too badly because I got I got to play again, when I was happy. Now, I'm on an endless quest to save some shit that's just not gonna fucking happen, and I'm really, really, really upset about this shit because I'm sitting here and I'm like, I know I'm not the only person who feels like the same shit we felt when they gave us those 4 fucked up ass endings. And a lot of the game was destroyed by the internet. And I think a lot of people who just didn't really give the writers a chance and didn't really try to play the game, I think that that's what it was. And I don't think that BioWare and EA really put their hearts into this game like they fed us, because they gave us a big ass propaganda machine. And now you don't want to give us a second, what's going on here, because I'm like, that's not fair at all. Because you sit here and you're trying to get everything together. You waited 5 years for this game, and regardless of what everybody else says, the story is fucking awesome. I think that you could have gone in so many different directions. You could have had a DLC where you're Alex getting ready for the initiative, and have Shepard in there. Alex and Shepard can talk, and y'all can do all this stuff, and because Alex was one of the first N7s before Shepard, and that would explain his age. But it's a lot of touch and go shit. That's like, okay, well, did they freeze the twins? Because Alex is up there in age, and his kids are in their like early 20s. Because Shepard was in his middle 20s. He's like maybe 25 to 27 in the first game, and then all of a sudden, or her, depending on which Shepard you use. Because I use FemShep, but most people use male Shep. So without judging, I use FemShep. So when I refer to Shepard, I refer to FemShep, and I used her. And FemShep was was freaking awesome. But FemShep was also what the hell is Vol? I want to see Vol. Sorry, FemShep was like the shit. But FemShep also, had better lines than MailShep. Like when it came to dealing with the guy in the bar. I can't think of his damn name right now, but the guy in the bar, I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, well, FemShep's the shit. You know, she says things that only a woman can say and get away with. MailShep, I gave him a chance. I blew up the whole universe. That's probably why I never went back to him. I did go back to him in the second game. The second time that I played game 2, I played him. And then when I got to the third game, I blew up the universe again because I didn't have the first game. And then when I got the trilogy, I didn't play him anymore. I just stayed as FemShep. Due to listening to my psychiatrist, it was probably a better fit. So doing that, I went down with that, and then I decided, I'm just gonna go and handle this way, and so that's more or less what I did. And then freaking when it came down to it, I was like, alright, well, Mass Effect 3 is the shit. But Mass Effect 2 was the shit. Mass Effect 3 kind of fucked you with the last 4 endings, especially since I couldn't get the ending where I just killed everybody and solved all the problems by just killing us all. Because if we're all dead, there's no Reapers, there was no humans, there was no nothing. I completely obliterated it. Yeah, that when I got the DLCs for like Mass Effect 3, all that shit was gone. And then I had a replacement ending with if you do nothing, he or she's just bleeding from the nose, talking to the spiritual child, and you shoot the ghost child, or whatever the hell you want to call it. And then you have Liara at the end, giving you a hellacious speech about something or another. And that's pretty much the gist of that. Now, this video is going to be having a second video because it is time for me to break shit down. And I'm going to do that. But before I do that, my feelings is so distraught at all the videos coming out about how there'll be no DLCs for Mass Effect. I'm like, dudes, you need to stop worrying about what the negative and start worrying about the positive. Because honestly, this shit was a good goddamn game. It wasn't received well by people who hated it. And the only reason they hated it is because there was no Shepard. That's all. There was no Shepard, there was no Garrus, there was no Rex. But the funny thing is, if you listen to Drax, him and Rex sound exactly the fucking same. And same thing with other things. No one received Lexi well or something. I was like, how could you not receive Lexi well? Okay, you couldn't romance her. Well, I haven't figured out how to romance her yet. But besides that, I should head out. Whew. Come back if you need anything. But besides that, there's so much more that you could have explored with this thing. I mean, there's like, you got confirmation that Batarians are in the freaking multiplayer mode. So you could carry this thing a whole lot further with a few DLCs. I mean, if you want to end the franchise, then end it on a good note and give us like 5 DLCs, or just make a whole new game to completely seize the project. It's not that damn difficult. All you have to do is the same thing that y'all normally do. Just make the shit worth playing. And the thing about that, so they're developing a portable drilling method. Smart. Now the whole thing with that is that you could have made 5 to 7 DLCs with good story writers, and a person like me who has ideas who could use a job. I'm more than willing to move my black ass to Canada to work for BioWare, and I can pitch like mad stories, and you get the design the characters, and the sky is basically the limit with Andromeda. You know, however, they refuse to do DLCs. Now I don't know why you would refuse to do DLCs when DLCs can extend the story. You have the Quarian arc. You can make a DLC where instead of us being humans, we can come in from the Angora point of view and play Jaw or someone else. Yeah. You can do a whole lot with the game. And the Quarian DLC is one that we were all hoping for. You could have done one with Quarians. You could have done one with Alex. You could have done one with other arcs that could be coming in there and just have a straight thing with them encountering hostile forces and all that other stuff. But it so didn't go in the way that it should have gone because of all the haters. And honestly, the game has so much potential to be more than what it is. But for some reason, too many people supposedly hated the game more than the people like me who loved the game. To be continued.